Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ask the Expert, an award-winning daily series from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. to help small businesses. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments of the live feed. If you need any more advice, join the official Intuit QuickBooks SMB community group on Facebook. Accountants and business experts are on hand 24/7. During the live session, we will be running a poll, so please do engage with it, and I will reveal the result at the end. My name is Zeeshan Masood. I work as a head of strategy at Morgan Reach Chartered Certified Accountants. We are a firm of accountants established since 2006 with our offices in Birmingham, London, and Manchester. We provide accounting services to businesses in different sectors and across the country. Today, our topic is what the autumn budget means for business. As you all know, Chancellor announced the second budget of this calendar year amid the pandemic COVID-19. And as we all know that COVID-19 is still continuing to impact businesses, families, and individuals. So while the Chancellor could take a comfort in the fact that economy is on the upturn, but there are still challenges ahead like rising heat and lighting costs, shortage of labor, and also the rising prices. However, Chancellor made some significant announcements which are going to help businesses in the coming year. So coming back to the budget and the specific announcements which are related to businesses, I will be discussing them with you point by point. So first, the very most important announcement was about business rates reform. The Chancellor has announced a 50% cut to rates for eligible businesses in retail, hospitality, and leisure sector for 2022 and 2023. It is a huge announcement for businesses in these sectors because they have been hit really hard by the pandemic. Chancellor has also announced that business rate revaluation will take place now for every 3 years instead of 5 years. There will also be new investment relief available for businesses working in green technologies, and also there will also be relief available which is called improvement relief for businesses who wishes to expand their properties. The next announcement was about annual investment allowance. Again, a significant announcement for businesses who are planning to invest in their plant and machinery. So the annual investment allowance will remain at its current level of £1 million until March 2023. Don't forget that it was coming to an end by the end of this year as of 31st of December 2021. But again, it is a very important announcement that is going to help massively businesses who are planning to invest in the plant and machinery in the coming years. The third important and significant announcement is about corporation tax. As we know that corporation tax was going to increase, but until 2023, it will remain at 19%. But from April 2023, 1st of April 2023, it will increase to 25%, which is a significant increase. So businesses who will be making a profit of over 250K, they will be paying 25%. However, businesses who will be making a profit of less than 50K, they will be paying at the same rate as of today, which is 19%. Another important announcement, which is also going to affect businesses, is employer national insurance contribution. So there will be a 1.25% health and social care levy for 1 year from 1st of April 2022. From April 2023, the levy will be separated and will also apply to the earnings of individuals working above state pension age. The employer's Class 1 NIC secondary threshold has been increased from 8,840 to 9,100 pounds from 2022 to 2023, which again is going to help businesses. Another one is important announcement for self-employed businesses is Class 2 NIC small profits threshold, which will increase from 6,725 pounds to 6,515 pounds which is the current rate. And the other important announcement is about research and development businesses who are making effort to innovate and bring in new technologies and introducing new technologies to the wider communities or to the customers. It is a great and significant announcement because the businesses have been lobbying for it for a number of years. And for a number of years, and the basically the businesses, what Chancellor has announced that the qualifying expenditure will now include data and cloud costs from April 2020, from April 2023. It was not included in qualifying expenditure list before. Again, it is going to help a lot of businesses who are innovating and who are bringing in new technologies, or who are making new ways of working and new or developing new products to introduce into the market. The last but not the least is a cultural relief. I'm sure all of you would know that businesses working in like theaters, orchestra, museum, and galleries, they have been huge. They have been hit massively during the pandemic, and this relief is going to help them to a great deal. So basically, what will happen is the theaters will be eligible for 45 to 50% theater tax relief, whereas orchestra will be eligible for 50% tax relief, and museum and galleries will be eligible for 45 to 50% tax relief. But this tax relief will be tapered back down from 1st of April 2023. Most important significant point is these reliefs are available from 27th of October 2021. However, from 1st of April 2023, they will be tapered back down, and from April 2024, they will get back to their current levels. So as a whole, if you look at these announcements, you will see that there are a lot of announcements which are going to help businesses, especially considering the fact that the other reliefs which were announced during the pandemic, like job retention scheme and plus self-employment income support scheme, they had ceased as of end of September. So businesses were worried that about their future prospect and how they are going to be managing their finances. But these reliefs are going to give them some kind of a boost and some kind of show them some kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, that if they continue to work hard and continue to remain positive, it will help the businesses in the longer run, and also in the medium run. Some of the announcement like annual investment allowance and R&D, they're going to help businesses to basically to recoup some of the losses they have incurred during the last 2 years. So I can see that people are asking a lot of questions, and some of the questions are really exciting. And before I move on to questions, I would like to encourage all of you to please participate and ask the questions, because this is a great opportunity for businesses to share their experiences, and also get to know that how these announcements are going to help the businesses. So first of all, Ismail on Twitter, he has asked a question: out of all the measures announced in the budget, what do you think will have the biggest positive impact on business, and what will have the biggest negative impact? So out of the measures announced in the budget, I think it depends on sectors. For example, cultural relief is going to help massively the businesses who are working in this sector. And another important announcement is, which I'm very pleased about, is annual investment allowance. So businesses who are going to invest in the plant and machinery, it will help them a great deal. This is a very good announcement. The negative bit, I would say, is the employer national insurance contribution. It is increasing slightly. Obviously, it is going to have an impact on the business costs or cost of running the business. This is the negative thing I can only think of at the moment. We have got another great question from Jack on Facebook Messengers. Orders from my store have always got busier in the run-up to Christmas period. However, I'm really concerned about my supply chain being able to keep up with demand. Is there anything you would suggest us doing now to avoid shortages? It is again a great question, and to be honest, a very pertinent question in terms of what we are seeing at the moment. The problem you are facing is not only supply chain issues, is about also about the the delivery of the goods to customer as well. So I would suggest, it is all about planning in advance, because a lot of our customers they have really started planning a couple of months ago in terms of sourcing the materials from places where they were not sourcing before. A lot of companies, for example, they were trying to source from China or India. They're trying to look at other markets where they can, where there is a less demand of orders from abroad. So this is one thing you can think of. The other thing is about maybe pre-book the companies who are delivering your order to your customers, maybe have a conversation with them and trying to get some kind of agreement or some kind of a deal with them, so that you are sure, you at least you can ensure that you are not uh, you are making sure that your customers they don't suffer because of this, because customer at the end of the day they don't care what problems you're facing. When they place an order, they want the deliveries to be delivered on time. So another very great question from Zainab on Instagram. So there was not much in the budget to help people with the cost of living. Is there anything we can do as employers to help our staff out if this becomes an issue for them? Yes, you're absolutely right. For individuals, there was not much in terms of any reliefs. But as employers, I would suggest, having in with your employees, it's very important to have an open and honest conversation with your employers and keep the channels of communication open, because the more you are open with your employers and try to understand their situation, the more they will able to understand your situation as well. So ultimately, again, what matters is your intention, but practically speaking, you can only help depending upon how well your business is performing. So if your business is performing well, then I would request you please share your success with your staff members, especially those staff members who have stood by you during these hard times. And another question is from Rich on Facebook Messenger. So I'm a restaurant owner near a few theaters, so I'm really excited for my neighbors are getting some relief through the cultural relief. Was there any relief for me, and how can I take advantage of any boom? Yes, because you are in hospitality and I this. If I'm not wrong, you should be eligible for business rate relief. This is the one thing which you can take advantage of. Another thing is about try to market your service. If your neighbors are getting busier, then I'm sure it is going to have a positive impact on your business. This is the one thing I can suggest. Try to maybe market your services within your neighborhood, wherever you are doing the business. Okay, so Chantel on Instagram, again, a great question. I run a high street shop and I heard there's going to be a temporary cut on a business rate of up to 50%. Is this correct? Yes, this is absolutely correct. If you are if you're in the retail sector, you are eligible for 50% rate relief, and you should be able to get some kind of communication from your local council. And if you don't hear from them, so I would suggest please approach them. You will definitely be getting 50% reduction in your rates. And next question is from Eloise. If I'm pronouncing it right, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, then please do apologize. I do apologize. So Alice on Twitter, DM, direct message. As a small business, I'm keen to insulate all of the location, but I was hoping this would be in part funded by the government. What should we do? Go ahead with our own cash or wait for the next budget or announcement? I would suggest that I have heard about it, to be honest, but I don't have got much details how the government is going to do it. But I would suggest if you can please maybe email us at quickbooks@morganreach.com, then I will have a look for you and then I will get back to you with a detailed answer. I believe that government is going to be funding these kind of initiatives, but I don't have much of the details on hand at the moment, and I don't want to give you some wrong information. And Paula on Facebook Messenger. I currently pay my delivery drivers cash in hand at the end of each week, and I record everything as expenses in QuickBooks. As subcontractors, they complete their own self-assessment with HMRC. Is it okay for me to create a standard invoice for all of them on their behalf? I need a bill to upload to QuickBooks as proof. I suggest you ask them to provide you the invoice. You shouldn't be creating their invoices. I should, if you request them and explain them the reason why you need it, then I'm sure they will understand it. The next question is from Hank on Facebook Messenger. I run a bar, so I'm super excited about the changes to alcohol duty. Yes, you're absolutely right. That being said, it is not clear to me if this will actually save my business or my customers money, or if they have leveled it out somewhere else. It will increase your revenue, that I can tell you, because uh, if it is cheaper for the customers, you will have more customers coming in and buying maybe more of it, and from revenue point of view, it will definitely help you. And live on Twitter DM. I'm still waiting for HMRC to provide my VAT certificate. Can I use my VAT number for trading, or do I need to wait for the certificate? As long as you know your effective VAT date, you can use your VAT number. As long as you know, you can. I think the easiest way for you is to call HMRC and ask them what is your effective VAT date. So from that date, you should be charging VAT. It doesn't matter if you have received a certificate or not, because you have a VAT number. All you need to confirm from HMRC is to give you your effective VAT date. Okay, so Alistair on Instagram. Hi, I need to change a VAT scheme from standard to cash. Do I need to do any checks to make sure nothing gets picked up? Or is it only if you go from cash to standard that is an issue? Uh, if you know, it is a question for a VAT expert to answer. But as far as I know, there is you can change from standard to cash. There shouldn't be an issue, but you need to speak to HMRC about it and ask them about it, because it is important. They are advised about it and they make changes at their end. So what you don't want to be doing is start doing on cash and then on their system it is on standard. Then it can cause issues for you. And Sunil on Facebook. Uh, okay, so Sunil on Facebook Messenger. What is your advice for chasing unpaid invoices? I was thinking of sending outstanding cost statements. I do not want to risk losing clients, but some of those invoices are over a year overdue. How can I also stop this from happening again? Okay, so first of all, Sunil, I don't know what type of business you are in. Uh, there are few things you can do. First of all, I would suggest to set up a direct debit with your clients. If they pay you on a monthly basis, so set up a recurring invoice and also set up a direct debit. So for example, you can use Go Cardless to set up, a direct debit with your customer, and also if you're using QuickBooks, then you can set up recurring invoices. That will help at least. And also, what you need to do is you need to speak to your customers and advise them, look, this is for their benefit as well as much as it is for your benefit, because it will have a positive impact on their cash flow, because they will not have to give you a fee or whatever they're paying you in lump sum. The other thing is, any customers who have not paid you for over a year, first of all, please try pick up the phone and speak to them and explain them the situation. And hopefully, in my personal experience, 9 out of 10 people do understand it and they pay you there and then. And also, third thing is, it is very important, have some kind of a mechanism where you can take payment on credit card, because sometimes customers do not have cash in hand to pay you either in bank or in cash in hand. So it is important if you can please maybe speak to them and ask them if they are happy to pay via credit card. That will help them. Okay, so next question is from Justin on Twitter. Thinking about launching a business, but I need a bit of money to get it going. Should I set up the company, then seek investment, or acquire the investment first? So it depends what type of business you are setting up. And if the business is as such which needs cash injection, then you need to discuss the idea with the potential investor. Setting up a company is not a difficult thing to do. You can set up a company within 24 hours. But the main thing is if the business is as such that it needs cash injection, then you need to speak to the potential investor first and make sure they are happy with the idea and they understand what they are investing in and what are the terms and conditions. All of this you need to do this groundwork first. Then you need to set up the company, because setting up a company it is not complicated. Now Becky on Instagram, she's saying, Becky is asking, I run a small bakery and it is doing really well, so I'm thinking of opening a second store in a different location. What should I be aware of before I commit to this? It seems like a big risk, but could really pay off. Okay. So first thing is very important, do a market research. You don't have to, market research. By market research, I mean for small businesses, go and have a feel about the area. And if you believe that, there's a need for a bakery in that area, then yes, this is the first tick in the box. If you believe, yes, there is a demand, there is a need, first thing. Second thing is, look at about the rates in the wherever you're going to open the bakery. Find out about how much rates you will be paying, rent you will be paying, and to trying to enter into a favorable terms with the potential landlord. And because sometimes business in an in every, there's nothing wrong with it. When you are opening something new, you get overexcited and you end up entering into an agreement which is sometimes lease agreement is 10 years long with no break clause. So try to make sure that the lease term is not very long and there is a break clause as well, so that if it didn't work out for you, at least you have the chance to come out of the lease agreement. Third thing is, personally speaking, with my experience and the clients which we worked with, I've seen the online business especially in food sector, it is really picking up a lot. People thought that after pandemic it will slow down, but it hasn't slowed down. Customers are still ordering a lot of food, um, uh, you know, uh, a lot of food while sitting at home. So I would suggest if you can also look at this potential avenue as well, that if you could do it, if you could do this, if you could do whatever you're doing in a physical location, if you could also set up an online shop where people can buy and order food, then I think that will be a better idea, because there's no upfront investment as such, because you will not have to hire or rent a shop, or you will not have to pay as much electricity or gas or business rates. Now Frankie on Instagram, I have never done a risk assessment before. I'm about to open a restaurant. What do I need to do? It is a similar question which Becky asked. First of all, you know the area where you're going to open a restaurant, find out is there really demand for a restaurant there, and what will be the footfall, how many people are going in, how many people live in this area, and where do they go and buy the food. All of this you need to find out first of all. Secondly, again, I would suggest if you could do online, try to do online, because online business is booming uh, in food sector as well. It's not only in retail, it is booming in food sector as well. Now we will now move on to Ned on Instagram. So I have an accountant and a bookkeeper, but would like to learn more about company accounting practices myself. Are there any online courses or books you would recommend? Yes, there are a lot of I can't, I won't be able to name, because the, if you just Google it or if you YouTube it, you will find a lot of resources for businesses like yourself who, and to be honest with our clients, we always try to tell them, for us it is very important that we educate our clients, because there is no because the more educated our client is, the more better it is for us, because they will understand why we are saying what we are saying. So yes, you have asked a very good question. I'm really pleased that you're showing this eagerness to learn about it, and it is important for each business owner to at least learn what actually what accountants do. What is profit and loss, what is balance sheet, okay, what is asset, what is liability. It is very important that you talk about it, you know about it, and now, I would suggest go on YouTube and you'll find plenty of courses, or plenty of YouTube videos where you will be able to understand the basics of accounting. Okay, so we are coming to the last question, then we will jump onto the poll because we have received the poll results. So Ella on Facebook Messenger. So I'm about to launch my own limited company, but I need to buy a few things such as domain, virtual office, address. Can I buy these on my personal credit card and then put them on the company balance sheet? I need to buy these now to complete the forms to. Yes, you can, Ella. Yeah, you can definitely buy anything now, and then that will be and it can be claimed back once you have set up the company. So the poll question was, I was actually looking forward to the to the results of this poll. The question was, will the autumn budget 2021 help businesses to bounce back over the next year? So 60% of you said yes, and 40% answered no. Yeah, I agree. It had to be, I was thinking of 50-50 split, but it is still a good indication of, those of you who have said yes. It is, it shows your positivity, and those who have said no, it doesn't mean that you have a negative state of mind. It's just, I understand there are certain measures announced in the budget which are not, to be honest, which are not going to be helpful for the business. But again, you have to look at the positive side as well. There are certain announcements which are really going to push the businesses to do more and to earn more revenue. And again, if it is there's a difference of between a lot of businesses who I talk to. It is a mixed response. From my assessment, it's 50-50. 50% of businesses are happy, 50% are not happy. Again, it is a very tricky thing to budget is a tricky thing. You're never going to make everyone happy. It is impossible to do. But all in all, I believe it is a balanced budget. But the problem which businesses will be facing are, first of all, the rising cost of doing the business, for example, light and heat, and also the shortage of labor. It is causing a lot of issues for businesses. Now, so this is here where I will end, and I would like to thank you, and thank you for tuning in. If you want to get in contact with me, then please, you can email me at quickbooks@morganreach.com, or visit our website morganreach.com, www.morganreach.com. So coming up on Ask the Expert on Monday is Lucy Johnson, accountant and founder of I'll Bookkeep. So tune in to have accounting and bookkeeping terminology and jargon explained. A reminder that if you need any more advice, join the official Intuit QuickBooks SMB community group on Facebook. Accountants and business experts are on hand 24/7. I have really enjoyed answering your question this morning. I hope you enjoyed it too. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much for